How's it going, everyone? This is Fred. I just wanted to come at you guys and bring you guys a video today. A lot of you reached out to me and wanted to know about the program that I have a new program that's available, and I put it out on social media that I have something that I wanted to share it with you guys. So I wanted to go ahead and get into a video to briefly explain the information on this new program that I have available for you guys. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started with the video. Um, who am I? My name is Fred Levi. I'm the VP of Sales and the founder of Improve My Score. I'm a published author and a certified FICO professional. And I have 17 years of experience in the credit arena. I'm a national speaker on credit topics and also a credit coach, instructor, and mentor to many. So that's just a little bit about me and who I am. I tell you that not to brag or boast, but just to impress upon you, that I am here to help you guys in any way that I can, and I do feel that this program will be able to help a bunch of you guys out there. So when you're in serious trouble because of ongoing debt, you're going to need certain things in your life, things such as relief from the harassment that you're going to receive, competent and honest advice. You're going to need a fast and reliable solution, and you're also going to need a way to restore your credit report, which is going to equal a higher credit score, so that you can go ahead and continue on life. Uh, After you're going through these types of troubles, you're going to need counseling on how not to repeat the same process that you've been going through, and you're going to also want to have some type of advice on how to create a new financial life the right way. Am I right on that? I hope I've hit at least a couple of points that may interest some of you guys out there. So, if your debt has become unmanageable, you really only have about 5 or 6 different types of options. And what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and go over these options with you, and then we're going to go ahead and break them down a little bit further. So, what are those options? You can ignore and avoid, file for bankruptcy. You can look into debt consolidation or debt settlement, uh, debt invalidation, and also debt assumption. So let's go over the pros and cons of each, okay? So the first thing I mentioned was to ignore and avoid. You can do nothing and hope for the best, and we all know what that means. The pros for this is that it doesn't cost you a dime for now, at least. However, those dimes are adding up in the background. So the cons that are there and things that you want to consider is you're going to have no relief from the anxiety or harassment that you're going to be receiving from not paying your bills. You're going to receive phone calls, letters, things of that nature. The fees and interest are going to keep accruing. So even though you're not paying and you try to ignore and avoid it, it's not going away, folks. It's just going to drive your balance higher and higher and higher, and eventually it's going to go to a collection, uh, either a collection firm or a collection law firm, and that's when the collection calls are going to start coming into, and threats will start to intensify. It may go through a collection agency or two, or it may go directly to a collection law firm. Most of the times when it goes to a collection law firm, if it meets certain criteria, they will file a lawsuit in regards to that account. So that's just something that you want to be aware of. Now, the risk of lawsuit increases daily as you continue to ignore the problem. And this includes the possibility, if there is a judgment that gets granted, if a lawsuit is filed, is a wage garnishment. Now, you weren't able to pay your bills, so you stopped paying and you just ignored the situation. Um, if there's a judgment entered and the wage garnishment is going against you, they're going to tackle 25% of your take-home pay. So I don't know about you guys, but 25% is a big hit in my household. So, a lot of things can happen when that happens. So you guys want to be aware of the wage garnishment. And, it's all state specific. I am in California, and 25% is the norm here in California. Um, Also, how would you feel if you went to the bank, try to get some money out, or try to go to the gas station and pay for gas, and you find out your card's not working. So you call up the bank and find out you have a zero balance, and they told you that your bank was levied against. How would that make you feel? Just not having any type of money in your account because there was a judgment and they levied your bank account. Okay. Or how would it feel if you were trying to refinance your property just to get a lower rate because, who knows, there may have been lower rates being offered and uh, you wanted to take advantage. When you first bought your home, you may have been in the 5 or 6% range, and now they got great deals going for something like 4.25%. So you wanted to try to do a refinance, but found out that there's a lien on the property, and in order to get that refinance to go through, you had to pay that lien off. So these are some things that happen if you ignore and avoid the situation. So do you like this type of option? Most people are going to say no. I'm betting it's going to be everybody is saying no. They don't like that option. So let's go ahead and talk about a different option that's available to you. And that option will be bankruptcy. So bankruptcy can follow you for at least 10 years. Uh, so it could be shorter, but for the most part, a bankruptcy can stay on your credit report for up to 10 years. And it all depends on the types of bankruptcy. So let's go ahead and go a little bit further into that. If you file bankruptcy, that can keep you from obtaining a new mortgage for at least 2 years. Now that's something that's very important. You know, who knows? There might be a bubble, and you want to go buy a house, but you just filed bankruptcy last year, and you want to buy a house, but now you can't get a mortgage because you had that bankruptcy from last year. Um, I know, from dealing with a lot of lenders that. Uh, if you do have a bankruptcy and it is over 2 years, they will give you private mortgage insurance, which is PMI. They'll give you that private mortgage insurance for having a bankruptcy that's not at least 4 years old. So just keep that in mind. These types of things, they affect your finances. PMI, private mortgage insurance, if you had 20% equity in your property, you wouldn't need that. So, for instance, if you're buying a property and um, you had the 20% to put down, and you had a bankruptcy from 2.5 years ago, you'd be paying private mortgage insurance, and that private mortgage insurance is going to cost you, several $100s a month until you're able to refinance that property. So just keep that in mind as well. Bankruptcy can also cause banks not to allow you to have a checking or savings account. So how would it make you feel if you're getting your paycheck from work and you get that paycheck and you're not able to, do the things that you want to do? You got to go to, you can't have direct deposit. You have to get the physical check, take it to a check cashing store and pay them, whatever their fee is. It's up to 14%, I hear, in some places, some circumstances. Um, how would that make you feel, especially if you had, if you were doing that previous thing that we talked about where they had obtained a judgment and did a wage garnishment. So not only would they take 25% of your paycheck, but also, you're paying 15% for having them cash your check. That's 40%, folks. I don't know about you, but that's a lot of money. I don't care who you are. You're already getting your taxes taken, and then to also have this money taken uh, because you have to pay a check cashing place to cash your checks. So these are all things that you guys want to think about with these options that I'm talking about here. Another thing is Chapter 7 allows you to get rid of everything, and that's if you qualify. Now, if you make a lot of money, you may not qualify for a Chapter 7 bankruptcy, and which leads me into the next topic, which is Chapter 13. Now, Chapter 13 allows the courts to take your funds and to disperse that money to your creditors for as long as it takes. And sometimes this takes 3 to 5 years. Now, the first point here is bankruptcy can follow you for at least 10 years. Uh, that's 10 years from the discharge, folks. So if it takes you 5 years to pay this off, you're looking at about 15 years before that bankruptcy may come off of your credit report. So does this sound like an option that may be best for you? I don't think so. Let's go ahead and move forward. Let's talk about debt settlement for a moment. When dealing with debt settlement, you're going to want to pick a reputable debt settlement firm or attorney. And keep in mind that you're going to be paying their upfront fee, which is normally between the ranges of 15 to 25%. It could be more, it could be less. Just, shop around, but you're going to want to shop around for the best possible deal for you and your family. You're going to want to, the way it works is you're going to start a savings plan, and you're going to put down as much as you can forward into an account that's held by the debt settlement company. I did legal collections for a number of years, and a lot of times people would go to debt settlement companies and try to get into these companies to try to save money. But at the end of the day, it didn't really work, and there was a few reasons why. One of the reasons why is because they don't give you all the information. They give you some information, and they try to sugarcoat it to sell their services to you. But when you deal with a debt settlement company or a debt management company, they're looking for certain things. There's certain things they can do, certain things they can't do. So let's talk about the things they can't do. If you're going to try to go with a debt settlement company, there's a few questions that you're going to want to ask them. One question is, can they stop a lawsuit from being filed against you? And the second question is, if a lawsuit is filed, can they stop that that firm from attaching any of your assets, meaning, bank account or wages or any type of thing that has monetary value, or placing a lien on your property? So that's something that you guys do want to find out before even dealing with a debt settlement or debt management company. And then getting back to my point, when enough money is saved, they're going to use that money to try to negotiate lower payoffs. One thing that they may be able to do for you is to get the collection calls to stop. That's something that can be done for you for free. You can basically send a letter to a debt collection company and just ask them politely, please stop calling me. I request that you guys cease and desist in calling me. So that's something that you guys can do for free just by sending the letter. Pay for a stamp and an envelope, piece of paper, and send that off. They do not protect against lawsuits in most cases. And then when they settle these accounts, that forgiven amount, that becomes taxable income. They send you a 1099 at the end of the year, and then you have to file that as earned income. So keep that in mind as well. And then the process takes between 12 to 36 months. It could be less, it could be longer. It all depends upon the program that you're dealing with. So these are things that you guys all want to keep in mind. And the question comes again: how do you like this option? So if you owe $50,000 in debt, let me go ahead and tell you how these things work. So you owe $50,000 in unsecured debt, and typical amounts you could pay are, as the chart show here. You can make minimum payments, and you'd be looking at probably $120,000 if you're making the minimum payments on a $50,000 debt. So you're paying $70,000 in interest. That doesn't sound like a good idea. Okay, dealing with a credit counseling company, that $50,000, they may be able to work out a deal. You might pay $40,000 as a settlement, where they're able to help save you 20%. But keep in mind, they do have those upfront fees, and then they have fees for the amount of money they're able to save you. So you're going to want to keep that in mind, because that $50,000 could easily turn into $65,000. Filing for bankruptcy, like I said, if you qualify for a Chapter 7, everything would get discharged. However, if you're making too much money and you don't qualify, you may have to pay that full $50,000 back in time over time. So that would just get you to where you were. And then you have traditional debt settlement, where the $50,000 might get you a settlement of $32,900. And then keep in mind the amount that you save on the settlement does become taxable income on a 1099 that they'll send you that you'll have to file with your taxes. Or dealing with our platinum program, that $50,000 would cost you about $25,500, give or take. So I'm going to go ahead and get a little bit further into our program, but I'm going to explain a little bit about the pricing in a few more slides. But I just wanted to give you guys a quick little breakdown of how this program is so powerful and how it can help you guys. Okay, so another route that you can go is debt invalidation. And the way these types of programs work is you enroll your unsecured debt, and nothing happens until the creditor sells the debt. So you got to let the account go to collections. Third-party collectors are now doing collection practices, and the invalidation begins sending legal letters to prove that the debt belongs to you. And with this program, the forgiven debt carries tax burden as at ordinary income. So again, you're going to get that 1099. The invalidation does not handle original creditors, so if you do have original creditors on this, that may not work for you guys. And in the case of a lawsuit, some will provide an attorney to try to settle that debt out for you, and you could pay approximately 50% of the debt to the creditor. And to do these types of programs, the cost is around 35% of the debt. So how does this option sound to you guys? Does this sound like it's something that may work for you? I don't know. It may work, it may not. But if you guys are looking for something that's a better option for you, this is what I wanted to get with you guys about. This is the thing I wanted to talk to you about. And this is called debt assumption. And this is the program that I'm offering, and I'm going to go ahead and talk about this for you guys, just to give you guys a brief synopsis of exactly how it works. So the debt assumption, you enroll any unsecured accounts. There are a few exceptions, but the unsecured accounts, they could be things like private student loans. They could be credit cards. We don't do anything for credit unions. If it was like a loan or something like that. But if you do have questions about it, feel free to reach out to me, and I can get the questions answered for you to give you an educated, so that way you can make an educated decision on if this program is right for you. Now, it doesn't matter how long you've been delinquent, whether it's 2 days or 2 years. It doesn't really matter how long. They take closed accounts and third-party collections, which is very good. You can roll up to $500,000 in total unsecured debt, so it's $500,000 that you can enroll into the program. And dismissed debt carries no tax burden, so you're going to learn about how much of the debt becomes dismissed. Okay, you make one payment and you're done on accounts accepted into the program. Now, one payment, what we mean by one payment is, we'll give you an amount that you'll have to pay, and then you're going to pay that within 36 months. Okay, the process takes between 6 and 36 months, and the cost for you is 45% of the debt that's enrolled, plus $250 and $100 per enrolled account administrative fee. Okay, now this program does come with a 100% money back guarantee. And I want to know, is this what you guys were waiting for? Is this the option that you believe that can help you guys save a lot of money? You may not know, but I'm going to go ahead and get into another slide so I can give you some real life examples so you guys can see the actual numbers here. Okay, so just to give you guys some real life examples, I have 4 examples here, and below on the bottom, these numbers are the amounts of, they're based on 17% interest rate. Minimum payments are these are minimum payments that will be on these types of debts, and this is based on bankrate.com. And what I'm doing is I'm showing you what it would look like if you had to enroll 4 accounts with the amounts originally owed. So in the first example, you can see the original amount owed is $26,597. Uh, and if you had accounts like that, you'd be looking at a monthly minimum payment of around $1,064. And if you paid that minimum payment every month, you'd be paying for about 16 years. Okay, a little over 16 years. You'd be paying over $41,000. So that's a lot of money that you guys be paying out. Now, enrolling with our program, we would knock that $1,064 down to $392. Now, keep in mind this is only for 36 months, and the fees are already included in there. Okay. Now, there wasn't one fee that I did forget to mention, and I want to mention it now. There is a $59.99 monthly fee that goes into every monthly payment for the full 36 months. So if you were to pay your bill off in 24 months, for example, that last 12 months, instead of paying the minimum, the amount that you're paying in this instance, say it was $392 a month, you would pay that off, and then after that 24 months, say it paid off the full amount, the last 12 months you'd be paying $59.99 per month. And the reason being is, in the case that you happen to get sued by a company, the $59.99, that would go ahead and give you representation to get the account resolved. And in the past 12 years, we have not seen a company beat us in this arena here, getting sued, filing a lawsuit against any of our clients and actually winning. So that's what the $59.99 pays for. So I wanted to throw that out to you guys to just give you guys an idea. But keep in mind, these new payment amounts have all those fees already rolled in. Okay. So the total amount with the new program that you pay is $14,112, which would save you over $26,000. That's more than what the bill was in the first place. So these are the types of savings that I'm trying to show you guys that may work for you to help save you guys some money. Second example, we took an original amount owed of $43,612, minimum payments of about $1,744. The total amount that you pay over, by making your minimum payments is over $67,000. Take you over 17 years to get that done. With our program, you'd be looking at $605. That's already, folks, a savings of $1,100 a month. Total that you'd pay over for the debt is $21,780. Again, that's with all the fees already enrolled in there. You're saving over $45,000, folks. These are the numbers right here, 4 different examples. Just take a look. You can press pause, look at it, see these numbers, what they can mean to you and your family, how they can help save you guys some money, put more money on the table for things that are more necessary. Things like, if you're looking at trying to purchase a home, how could this help you? Okay. So these are things that I wanted to show you guys. Now, the kicker, I'm not done with you guys yet, because I do want to tell you something else. Every single account that's enrolled into the program, you guys will get free credit repair after when the services have begun. It normally takes about 6 to 9 months to complete the program, not the payments, but just the program. And then after the program is completed, you'll get free credit repair for the accounts that are enrolled into the system. So not only are you guys saving the money, but you're also saving money on the back end by getting the accounts that are enrolled in the program. You're getting free credit repair for those accounts. So if you guys are looking for an explanation of how I might be able to help you guys, please reach out to me. Again, my name is Fred Levi. You can send me an email at fred@approvemyscore.com. Again, fred@approvemyscore.com, or you can call me direct at 408-722-3646. Again, 408-722-3646. I can go ahead and answer any questions that you guys might have. I can give you guys a free consultation to let you know what I can do for you, if I can help save you guys some money. And as you guys saw in the previous example, I'll go back to it. As you guys saw, this is real savings right here, folks. If you guys are looking at saving monthly, yearly, uh, I mean, this is a lot of money that I can help you guys with, and that's what I'm here for. I want to show you guys a different way, a different way of making ends meet. Like I said, if you guys have questions, this is the information that I did want to bring out to you guys and talk to you guys about. Uh, I've been a little bit under the weather. I'm just getting over it now. So you might be able to hear I'm a bit congested. But folks, if this is something that can help you or help somebody that you know, feel free to pass along the information to them. I'd love to be able to help you guys and get you guys to a financial place where you guys need to be. Again, my name is Fred Levi. I'm the Vice President here at Improve My Score. If you guys have any questions whatsoever, feel free to reach out. Again, you can send me an email at fred@improvemyscore.com, or you can give me a call direct at 408-722-3646. I look forward to helping you guys.